My beloved soul, come closer. Let my peace fill every part of your heart as we talk. I see you. I see your love for me, your faith that has carried you through so many seasons, your prayers that rise to me like precious incense. You trust me. I know this. You trust in my being, my power, my love. But today, I want to go deeper. I want to talk about that final barrier, that small space you keep to yourself, that last step you hesitate to take. I want to ask you a question, not as an accusation, but as a loving invitation to a freedom you haven't yet known. What keeps you from trusting me completely? You trust me for your salvation, but do you trust me for your Tuesday? You trust me for eternity, but do you trust me for next month's finances, for the health of your body, for the future of your children? There's a difference between believing in me and surrendering to me, and it's to this surrender, this complete and peaceful trust, that I call you today. What I'm about to show you can change your life, because together, with the precision of a soul surgeon, we'll identify and remove the unseen roots that keep you from experiencing the fullness of my peace and care. You weren't made to live in subtle anxiety, always bracing for the worst, always with a plan B in case I don't show up the way you expect. You were made to live like a lily of the field, unconcerned, yet clothed by me with a splendor that outshines all kings. The burden you carry, the weight of self-reliance and control, isn't yours to bear, and today is your day of freedom. Before we go on, write this word of faith in the comments. I am guided by the power of the Holy Spirit. By doing so, you're declaring your readiness to be led not by fear or doubt anymore, but by my presence within you. Now, let's continue. I don't want you to feel guilty for this lack of complete trust. I understand. Your life has taught you to be cautious. The world has taught you to rely on yourself, but I am not the world, and the rules of your past experience don't apply to my kingdom of grace. My precious soul, to understand your hesitation, we need to look at the first and perhaps deepest root, the wounds caused by others. Your heart is a museum of broken promises. A father who wasn't there as he should have been, a friend who betrayed you, a love that left you, people you placed your trust in who, through their flawed humanity, let you down. Each of these experiences, even the ones you think you've moved past, left an almost invisible mark on your soul. Trusting is dangerous. People will fail you. In the end, you can only count on yourself. And so, unconsciously, you project that experience onto me. You look at me, your heavenly Father, through the clouded lens of your experiences with earthly parents. You look at my promise of faithfulness through the filter of your memory of human unfaithfulness. You're afraid to give yourself completely to me, because a part of you, the wounded part, fears that I too will fail, that I too will be late, that I too will abandon you in your greatest hour of need. Oh, my child, if you could see my heart, you'd see that this projection saddens me. Not because it offends me, but because it keeps you in a prison of fear that isn't yours. I need you to hear this with your whole being. I am not like them. I am not a man that I should lie, nor a son of man that I should change my mind. My faithfulness isn't an effort. It's my very nature. My love isn't a fleeting emotion. It's the foundation of the universe. I will never leave you, nor forsake you. This isn't just a nice phrase. It's a covenant sealed with the blood of my Son. Your heart has learned to protect itself, to build walls, and I honor your need for security. But the walls that protect you from pain also cut you off from my full love. Now, before we move on with this message, write in the comments, I trust the Lord. Let this be your declaration of war against the lie of projection. It's you saying, Father, I choose to believe you are different. I choose to see you as you are, not through my wounds. If this message resonated with you and you wish to support this mission, click Thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. To continue, the healing for this wound isn't trying to trust more, it's knowing me more. The closer you draw to me, the more you'll experience my character. And my character is the antidote to your distrust. I invite you to test me. Start with something small. Trust me with a minor concern today, and watch my faithfulness in action. Trust isn't born from a blind leap, but from a series of small steps where you discover the ground beneath your feet is firm. My blessed soul. The second major hurdle to your complete trust is your unanswered prayers and my periods of seeming silence. You look back and recall that time you prayed with such fervor for something, and the answer didn't come the way you expected, or didn't come at all. You recall the long dry spells in your life where the sky seemed like brass and your words felt like they hit the ceiling, and those memories created a hesitation in your spirit. A part of you thinks, is it worth trusting completely again? What if I surrender and he stays silent once more? I want you to understand my silence and my negative answers from my perspective of eternal love. Picture a small child, feverish, crying for ice cream. She believes with all her heart that ice cream will make her happy and ease her discomfort. A loving mother who sees the whole picture, who knows ice cream will worsen her condition, will refuse the request. To the child, in that moment, the mother is cruel and uncaring. The child doesn't grasp that the mother's no is, in truth, her deepest expression of love and protection. That's how I am with you. How many times have you asked me for an ice cream, an open door, a relationship, a specific outcome that I, in my omniscience, knew would lead you down a path of pain, a detour from your greater purpose? My no is never a rejection of you. It's a protection for you. My silence is never absence. It's me working on a plan far more complex and glorious than your immediate request. While you were focused on the closed door in front of you, I was behind the scenes, building a palace for you just ahead. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you've been waiting for is in this verse, Isaiah 55:8-9, which states, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." This is your permission not to understand everything. It's your invitation to trust in my higher wisdom. Write in the comments, "I receive this message and I am blessed," and send love and protection to the person you care about, declaring that God's ways, even if mysterious, are perfect for them too. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thanks and help spread this message of light. Before we proceed, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. By subscribing, you'll get regular reminders of my higher perspective. So, picking up where we left off, your complete trust doesn't mean you have to understand my reasons. It means you trust my nature, the nature of a father who always, without fail, acts for the ultimate good of his children. Change your prayer. Instead of saying, "Lord, give me what I want," start praying, "Lord, align my desires with yours." That's a prayer that always gets answered. My dear soul, the third thing holding you back from fully trusting me is subtle yet strong. It's your own strength, your own capability. You're a strong woman. Life taught you to be. You've learned to solve problems, manage crises, care for others, to make things happen. And that strength, which is a gift from me, can, ironically, become a barrier to complete trust. You've grown so used to relying on your own abilities, your own plans, your own resilience, that letting go and depending entirely on me feels scary, almost like a weakness. You keep me as your plan B. You try everything in your own power, and only when you're exhausted, when all your strategies fall short, do you turn to me in desperation. What I want from you isn't your last resort, but your first instinct. What keeps you from trusting me is the illusion that you're in control. You're not. You can control your actions, but not the outcomes. You can plan your day, but you can't predict interruptions. Trying to hold on to everything is like trying to tightly grip a handful of sand. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers, leaving you only with exhaustion. Complete trust is the act of opening your hands. It's surrender, and surrender isn't being passive or defeated. It's your greatest position of strength. It's when you stop fighting with your limited strength and allow my limitless power to fight for you. For this surrender to be possible, forgiveness is key. You need to forgive yourself for the times you tried to control everything and failed. Those failures weren't meant to shame you, but to lovingly show you the limits of your strength and the boundlessness of mine. In the comments, write a list of people, including yourself, you'd like to forgive. Picture each one, send them love and say, I forgive you and set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice daily to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. By forgiving yourself for your failed attempts at control, you free yourself from the pressure of needing to be perfect and self-sufficient. You give yourself permission to be human, to be dependent. And there's no safer place for a human than in complete reliance on a God who loves them perfectly. Let go of the steering wheel. Let me take the lead. I know the way. I know the shortcuts. I know how to avoid dangers. Your trip will become much smoother and much more joyful when you relax in the passenger seat and simply enjoy the scenery, trusting the driver. My precious soul, the ultimate source of all distrust, is a skewed understanding of my nature. If, deep down, you see me as a harsh judge, waiting to point out your mistakes, as a taskmaster always unhappy with your performance, or as a distant, uncaring being it's impossible to fully trust. You might fear me, you might serve me, but you can't truly relax in my arms. That's why the most important part of our talk today is this. I want you to know who I truly am to you. Above all, I am your father, an Abba, a word that means daddy, a father who loves you not for what you do, but for who you are, my child, a father who delights in you, who celebrates your victories as if they were his own, and who cries with you in your sorrows. My love for you isn't a reward for good behavior. It's the very air you breathe. Nothing you do can make me love you more, and nothing you do can make me love you less. My love is your starting point, not your finish line. I am your shepherd. A shepherd doesn't guide his sheep from afar, shouting orders. He walks ahead of them. He knows each one by name. He leads them to green pastures and calm waters. He protects them from wolves with his staff. When one wanders off, he leaves the 99 and goes after that one, not to punish her, but to gently place her on his shoulders and bring her back to the fold. You are my sheep. I will never lose sight of you. I am your closest friend, the one who knows your most secret thoughts, your deepest dreams, your most hidden shames, and I don't pull away. I draw closer. There's nothing you could tell me that would shock me or make me love you less. I long for your company, for your honest conversation. I want to laugh with you, cry with you, simply be with you. I am your advocate. When the accuser's voice rises against you, reminding you of your mistakes, I stand up in your defense. My righteousness has already covered you. Before the court of heaven, you are not guilty. You are justified, not by your merits, but by mine. Father, shepherd, friend, advocate, this is who I am to you. It's in this God that I invite you to trust, not in an impersonal force or a theological concept, but in a person who knows you, loves you, and is irrevocably committed to your well-being. My blessed soul, complete trust isn't a feeling that just magically appears. It's a choice that becomes a habit. It's a muscle that gets stronger with practice. And I'm not asking you to take a giant leap of faith today. I'm inviting you to take a first small step. What I want you to do as our conversation ends is pick one area of your life, just one small worry, and practice complete trust with it just for today. Maybe it's that little ache that bothers you. Maybe it's a bill that needs paying. Maybe it's a tough conversation you need to have. Pick one thing. Now picture this concern in your hands. Feel its weight, the anxiety it brings. And then, in a deliberate act of faith, open your hands and give it to me. Say out loud, Father, this worry is yours. For today I choose not to carry it. I trust you are taking care of it. I choose to rest in you, and then let go. Each time your mind, out of habit, tries to pick that worry back up gently but firmly, remind yourself, no, I already gave that away. It's in God's hands. And right away, shift your focus. Start praising me. Thank me for something. Sing a song. You're training your mind to obey your spirit's decision. This is your exercise for today. Don't try to solve all your problems. Just practice trusting me with one. By doing this, you're creating a faith lab. And at the close of the day, when you look back and see how faithful I was, how my peace supported you, how maybe even an unexpected solution appeared, your faith will be strengthened. You'll have new proof of my goodness. And tomorrow, maybe you'll have the courage to hand over 2 things to me, and then 3. Share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple "Lord, teach us to trust you one step at a time" could be the encouragement someone needs to start their own faith training. Complete trust isn't a destination you reach overnight. It's a walk you take one step at a time. And today's step is simple. Pick one thing, hand it over, and rest. I promise I will meet you in this first step of faith you're taking. My precious soul, what's life like for someone who learns to fully trust me? What's the outcome of this path? Let me paint a picture for you so your soul has something wonderful to look forward to. A life of complete trust isn't problem-free. Storms will still come. Challenges will still arise. But your experience of them will be radically different. You won't be a small boat, tossed by the waves, driven by fear. You'll be an ocean liner with a deep anchor, feeling the surface waves, but with an inner stability that remains unshaken because your anchor is set in me, the eternal rock. A life of complete trust brings an inexplicable peace. People will look at your circumstances and won't understand how you can be so calm. Your peace will become your greatest testimony. It will be proof you're connected to a source the world doesn't know. A life of complete trust is a life of freedom. Freedom from the anxiety that steals your sleep. Freedom from needing to control everything and everyone. Freedom to be spontaneous, to laugh, to enjoy the present moment. Because you know your future is secure in my hands. A life of complete trust is a life of boldness. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection, won't paralyze you anymore. You'll dare to dream again, to try new things, to love without holding back. Because your security isn't in the outcome, but in your relationship with me. You'll know that even if you stumble, my everlasting arms will be there to catch you. A life of complete trust brings clear purpose. You won't spend your energy worrying anymore. You'll invest it in loving, serving, creating, being the blessing I've called you to be. You'll live from a place of abundance, not scarcity. And a life of complete trust is a life of joy. Not the superficial happiness that depends on circumstances, but the deep joy that springs from constant connection with me, from the certainty of being loved and cared for by the King of the universe. This life isn't a fantasy. It's your inheritance. It's what I planned for you from the very beginning. It's the promised rest. And the doorway to this life is open for you today. My beloved soul, we've reached the end of our talk, but the start of your greatest adventure, the path to complete trust. We've lovingly identified the barriers holding you back, past hurts, misunderstood prayers, your own strength, and distorted views of my character. I've shown you my true identity as your father, shepherd, and friend. We've set a practical plan for you to begin, one small step at a time, and I've given you a glimpse of the glorious life of peace and freedom that awaits you. Now the choice is yours. I'll never force your trust. It must be a freely given gift. My hand is extended. In it, there's no demand, no judgment. There's just an invitation to let go, to surrender, to rest. From my side, I promise you, if you choose to take this step, and then the next, I will faithfully meet you. I'll be patient with your hesitations. I'll celebrate every small victory. I'll pick you up every time you stumble. I'll gently lead you to the calm waters of complete trust. Your part, my child, is simply to start. It's choosing that one small worry today and handing it over to me. It's refusing to take it back. It's filling your mind with the truth of my character. It's practicing, even imperfectly. I want you to leave our time together not with a feeling of burden, of one more thing I need to do, but with a sense of immense relief. The pressure is off. You don't have to be strong all the time anymore. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to control your world. You have a God who is good, who is powerful, and who loves you with a jealous, everlasting love. And he's asking for the honor of taking care of you. Let him. Simply, let him. Your biggest battle isn't against your circumstances. It's against your own resistance to trust. And today, surrender is your greatest triumph. If this message resonated with you and your situation, type, "I choose to trust God's perfect timing" in the comments. Share your experiences in the comments about the small worry you chose to hand over to God today. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, and subscribe to the channel for more faith-based content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.